I was talking with Bob Bell. He's the he was the technical director for Mercedes, also for Renault, right? Formula One teams. And we were talking about the electrification of Formula One. And not necessarily electrification, but really in 2030, they could be net zero. So they want these cars to be, could be electric, could be hydrogen. Who knows what's going to be? And I said to Bob, well, come on, Bob. What about the diehard fan that loves the roar of the engine and the smell of the gasoline? And what about those people? And he said, well, I don't know. He says, pretty soon they're all going to be dead. He said, that was his response. So over time, there's going to be a change in what's important to be. I mean, because we've been around and we're, we like to race and drive. I mean, the smell of the brake pads and the engines and all that kind of, it's exciting. And we're always going to think that that's exciting. And I think there are always going to be some people that think that's exciting. But over time, the percentage of people that think that's exciting is going to go down. And you're already starting to see a little bit of that change. But I think that you have to have the capability for a while, for a long time. I think you're still going to have this freedom of choice to pick whichever one is best suited for you. I don't think there's anyone talking about outlawing completely internal combustion engine cars. I mean, they are talking about not allowing or setting some numbers for what fuel economy levels should be. But as long as they can achieve those, I think even some of these new regulations that just came out, if you can figure out how to get your overall fleet to a certain level, which could include internal combustion engines, you're able to do that. It is driving you a lot to battery electric or hydrogen or whatever it might be. But
right.
But I think I don't know. You're going to see some. No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna change gears a little bit. While you're mentioning F1, you get such an insight into the garage area and the paddock area, and I guess the FIA clearly working with them. What happens to F1? Like to push you on that, do they go electric? Will the combustion engine go away with this 2030 mandate for them to be net zero?
Well, actually, in that same conversation with Bob Bell, one of the things he said is, well, what if we run hydrogen in an internal combustion engine? Mm-hmm. Clean and very loud. Now you got other problems on how you got to get those hydrogen tanks to withstand a crash, and it's not to, in the the technology is probably there. I would imagine. I don't know. But I think the goal is not to say, I don't think anybody knows what it's going to be. Is it going to be battery electric? Is it going to be hydrogen with a fuel cell, right, which would also have batteries? Or is it going to be hydrogen running an internal combustion engine? Might it be a hybrid of some kind? In the end, you got to make the product marketable. Racing is a marketing business. It's sponsors and you get sponsors if you win, and it doesn't matter if you win if nobody's in the stands, right? So and certainly if no one's watching, on TV or whatever it is, and so in order to do that, they have to, when Formula One, what was it? I don't know. It's been a while now, but between 5 and 10 years ago, they switched engines, and they had those shrill, it hurt your ears, and they went to more conventional sounding. And everyone was complaining. This isn't Formula One anymore. Now it's long forgotten, right? It's long forgotten. But I think if they had no noise, it might be different. I don't know. It's like Formula E.